guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Witch's Bounty box for November 2019, and oh my gosh, let's just dive in. The theme for November 2019 is the Ouroboros. There are many internal struggles that we work to subside and work through on our daily journey. This comes from the natural urge to shed bad habits, past negative influences, and relationships that no longer serve our higher good. As we work with the powerful and ancient symbol of the Ouroboros, we are reminded that these natural processes are meant to be and are part of our existence. We resonate deeply with the iconic symbol of the serpent dragon eating its own tail, as it brings us a sense of understanding and peace. We begin to fuse our conscious and unconscious minds, embracing differences and transcending duality that may arise within our internal surroundings. These ideas bring us to a state of understanding that may provide insight on prominent decisions and challenges that stand before us. In this very important collection, we work with these energies to become more aware and knowledgeable about the cyclic patterns that work through and around us. The magical items in this box are as follows. All right, oh my gosh. Check out this pendant. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. Oh wow, you can see it's got the a stone on both of its eyes. It's not just one. It's definitely a beautiful three-dimensional pendant. You know, sometimes they put all the detail on one side and then they totally neglect the side that's facing your skin. Anyway, it says that this custom silver Ouroboros pendant was designed and created for this very collection exclusively for the subscribers of the Witch's Bounty. Yay! As one of the most ancient mystical symbols in the world, the Ouroboros carries with it many teachings and ideas that have been passed down through societies and many cultures. The sacred symbol of the serpent dragon devouring its own tail was first used by the ancient Egyptians as a representation of the sun arriving and descending each day. It goes on to talk a little bit more about the Ouroboros in different cultures and things like that. It does say that this is a 0.925 silver serpent, as well as the stone that's inside its emerald inlay. And I've been working actually a lot with emerald lately. It does have a little affirmation as well, but oh my gosh, they always have the most beautiful pendants in this box. They also have the little stretchy cord that you can use with it, and the suction cup it's really nice. You know, I mean, you're not going to lose, this is not going to fall off your neck in any way. But I actually have a pretty chain that I would like to use with this. I have a nice silver chain, but you know, you could wear it on this cord, especially if your skin is very sensitive to metals. Then you know, this cord is fantastic as well. And I do use a lot of their cords, and sometimes I just, you know, I have a certain chain I like to use, and I just, you know, pop out the pendant depending on what energy I'm going for. But this is excellent. Then they have the Ouroboros Magical Anointing Oil. So it says this oil has been created with the pure intention of bringing the energy of unity and fluidity into your aura and sacred space so that you may walk a more transcendent path. Talks a little bit more about the thoughts behind this particular oil that they have created. It says that they have enchanted this oil with rosemary, peppermint, and cedar wood, as well as a special mixture of their as above, so below magical oil. And yeah, let's see, anything else in here? Oh, there's a Lemurian mini quartz as well. Oh, they've also included mugwort and Damiana herbs as well in here. So that's fantastic. Let me, you know, in my videos, I always have to do a sniff for you, even though I know that you guys can't smell it because we don't have that kind of technology yet. But let me give it a sniff. This is a really interesting scent. It's, you know, it has that earthy scent, you know, as if you were out in the forest, but there's right behind it a little kick of sweetness. So it's kind of got that earthy, you know, soil, you know, definitely of the earth type smell, but with a really, you know, a swift kick of sweetness, which is interesting, that juxtaposition between earthy and sweet. Yeah, it's a wonderful scent. And they always, I think, have some of the best scents around. They also have this wonderful blue sage bundle. Naturally imbued with robust healing and protective properties, the blue sage is a wonderful addition to your pre-ritual practices. So it talks about some of the things that you could do with the smoke of this particular bundle. In my area, sage grows abundantly, so when it gets really hot, you could definitely smell the sage in my area. So I am not in a lack of sage, I'm surrounded by it, but I always appreciate when something as beautiful as this is, created intentionally for us. So I think that this is wonderful. All right, they've also included a Transcendence mini spell candle. It says that they've hand rolled the spell candle with the intention of assisting you in rising above the conflict between light and dark. As we work with both of these energetic aspects, we begin to understand the importance of both. So it talks about some like a ritual that you can use with this particular candle, but I love their hand-rolled candles. They always smell fantastic, whether or not they've added scent or not. I just love the natural smell of beeswax, and the fact that there's kind of a human element to it, I think is always wonderful. And then, oh my goodness, this is something I don't have. This is Aura coated chalcedony. So I have a lot of chalcedony, but I don't have any treated chalcedony, and I think that this is beautiful. It kind of looks like those oil spots you see on the road, after a rain. And I think it's beautiful. It says, to accompany you on your path, we have included an Aura coated chalcedony. This chalcedony was included with the intention of bringing calmness to your aura and inner vibrations so that you may focus clearly on your objectives. And I can't wait to put this in my pocket and meditate with this tonight. And how beautiful is this? This is the Silver and Emerald Goddess Book of Shadows artwork. We're thrilled to be able to include a goddess artwork within this collection, resonating with both silver and emerald. This piece of artwork is exclusive to this box and will not be available for purchase on their online store. So they have a moon market where they have a lot of wonderful things, and they are also able to include pieces of art from local artisans, which I think is great. Like they have some handmade Book of Shadows, every once in a while, hand bound, that people have created, and I think that's great. They have wonderful statues of deity, to kind of place within your sacred space. They have a lot of magical tools, but a lot of the things that are included within the witches moon boxes, the bounty boxes, and the roots boxes sometimes are just exclusively for the subscribers and not for their moon market, which tends to make you feel very special as a subscriber to their boxes. And A. Alden is a wonderful artist. She's done a lot of the artwork for the moon boxes, the bounty boxes, roots boxes, and so on and so forth. So her art, I've said, is very functional. So it's not only beautiful, but there's a lot of information on there, which I think is perfect for a Book of Shadows. But the art is also of a perfect size, if you wanted to put it in a frame and put it on your altar. All right, you guys, that was everything in this month's Witches Bounty Box. So for November 2019, let me know if you have any comments or questions. Let me know if you are a subscriber to this box and what your experiences have been. If you have received your November box and what you think of it, how you might be including these magical tools into your practice. And maybe you're just here to look at some beautiful things and maybe gain some DIY ideas of things that you have laying around, or things that are in your area that you could already incorporate into your magical practice. So I've said before that you don't necessarily need to buy fancy things in order to be a witch, male or female, that it's, utilizing the environment around you. But if you can afford to support, our local witches and what they do, especially ones that, create such beautiful pieces of art that are not only functional but beautiful, then, I'd say go ahead and support them. So I'll have a link down below for their moon box, their bounty box, and their roots box. But that's it from me, spiritual homies. If you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. And hey, if you want to throw a little of my way, think about joining that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittenswaitsandtarot. And that's it from me, spiritual homies. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.